Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wawa Show, in which your host Wawa will be bringing you an interview with the lovely Andrew Garfield.
Hey Andrew, how are you, man?
So nice to see you always. I know it hasn't been long, but I'm just so excited to be back and with you, John, and with everyone here. And yeah, it's lovely.
Hey Andrew, man, we're here to talk about the new movie. What can you tell me about the new movie?
You know, I like to stretch. I like to stretch.
What are you talking about?
Netflix told us to talk about the movie.
I see how often Spider-Man is trending and it's like people freaking out about a thing.
This is not about Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh, you almost got me. No, I'm not.
I mean, I hear about the Spider-Man rumors. I'm not gonna bring them up. What can you tell me about the new movie?
I ain't got a call.
I know you're tired of all the interviews bringing it up. I know you're uncomfortable with it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna bring it up.
I'm not the werewolf. I promise you I am not the werewolf. And everyone's like, you're the werewolf. You're the fucking werewolf. Look at him. He's like, he's doing the...
Hey, man, hey, calm down, okay? I wasn't gonna bring it up. You need to chill out.
You better lawyer up, asshole.
Hey, security! Get him off of me!
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Okay, so I made a mistake. Every time I record a video, I plug in the mic to the soundboard, and then I plug in the soundboard to the computer, and then I record audio for my videos. And I forgot to turn off an auto-tune setting that I had on, so... Toby and Andrew are back! Also, give me views, guys. Like, I hired a freaking editor. I'm paying him $10 an hour, baby. We're just here to bring you bangers, baby. Explosion here, right here. Explosion, yeah. You good, editor? All right. See, it's the best quality, baby. You can find them anywhere. I found this one on Fiverr. Okay. I'm gonna talk about No Way Home. I could have capitalized on this 3 weeks ago when the movie came out, but I didn't, so yeah, now I'm just gonna have to make a video really late and see if my YouTube career takes off. The movie came out 3 weeks ago. I'm not gonna hold back. Spoiler warning. Right here. Editor. Spoiler warning. Making all flashy and shit. The 2 Spider-Man. We were all expecting them. They came out and it was so fucking great. Oh man, this was such an experience. So, like, the movie's a fucking mess. Like, when you think about the plot and all the things that happened and what it did to the previous Spider-Man movies, there's a lot of holes in this movie. But who the fuck cares? Toby and Andrew are back. So it's not a surprise. The 3 Spider-Man were in it. Were we all expecting it? Yeah, we were not sure. A lot of us were a little concerned that they may not even show up and we just blew this out of proportion. But no, the rumors were right. They were there. And it was so fucking great, dude. Seeing Toby and Andrew, my dad was so hyped.
What did he say?
I was so hyped. I went with my family. My tío didn't really give a fuck. My mom fell asleep, and I think my dad fell asleep. But my brother and me, we were hyped as fuck. This movie started and Peter's running away from the people and he's in legal trouble. Who's the lawyer that he finds? Matt Murdock. I got probably like the worst seats in the theater, honestly. We changed the time because my tío was late, so we'll have to change the time that we were gonna show up. So we'll have to show up to a later screening. And since a lot of seats were taken, we had to go to the front. I'm a Sam Raimi fanboy. I grew up with the original movies. When I was 7 years old, I wanted to be Spider-Man. I think everybody wanted to be Spider-Man at 7 years old. And it was because of Toby. He made me fall in love with the character. And when I saw him on screen for the first time, man, it felt so good. Like, just the little boy in me wanted to scream so bad. And I didn't do it. I got excited when Andrew came in. I didn't really give his movies a chance until I watched them in preparation for this movie. I started to appreciate him more. And after watching the movie, the dude outshined himself. Like, no disrespect to Toby. He's in all of our hearts, and he was the person that we were most hyped about. But Andrew Garfield totally stole the show. And I think he did it on purpose because his Spider-Man is considered lame. He's like the middle child, as he has described himself. The dude stole the show. Every scene that he was in, every line that he delivered, and even the line when he tells the Spider-Man that he loves him, the dude improvised it. It's so fucking sweet. Like, it's very clear that the dude is a fan just like we are. Everybody was questioning him. I probably didn't put an intro before this making fun of that. It was getting asked around every single month before the movie came out.
I don't know how to bring up the Spider-Man stuff because obviously I don't even want to like ruin anything if there is something to ruin.
Going around on the internet of you and Tobey Maguire on the set of Spider-Man.
Thing that people are talking about on Twitter, you're talking about people being creative, is that there's some rumors that you might be returning to the new Spider-Man movie. I'm wondering if there's any
rumors galore that you will be in Spider-Man No Way Home.
He was doing press for other movies. He couldn't talk about Spider-Man. And the poor dude had to keep lying, and now he can freely talk about it. He was in the movie the whole time. He did get a call.
I ain't got a call.
Andrew Garfield's not getting into a theater with Tobey Maguire. Dude, he's just so fucking sweet. Get this dude a third movie. Finish his trilogy, because he deserves it. If I gotta say something negative, which I probably have to because the movie's not perfect at all. The movie's really messy. The plot is really, really messy. Some of the character decisions are really weird. Let's talk about the villains. I think every villain in this movie was underutilized except for the Green Goblin. Freaking Willem Dafoe came back to the character and stole the fucking show. He... oh my god. He was so good. The only like really developed villain was the Green Goblin. And I'm not mad about it because Willem Dafoe's like... honestly, he just went to the top of the best Spider-Man villains that we've seen in film. He fucked up Toby's life, and he killed Aunt May for this version of Peter. In every villain in this movie was underutilized. Even Dr. Octopus. Alfred Molina is a great actor. He did a great performance in Spider-Man 2. I don't know, first thing was great. It was such a good opening, but after that he was really underutilized. And after the attack, he disappeared and just came back from that final act. A little lame. But it wasn't really about none of the villains. Like, they brought him in because he was gonna bring people in and nowhere to get a spectacle. But I like that this movie was so dark because every other Spider-Man movie has a bittersweet end. Because Peter is like a tragic character. So he's trying to do the right thing, but he never gets a happy ending. He always gets a bittersweet ending. And that was the case in every other Spider-Man movie until Homecoming and Far From Home. Because nothing really bad happened to him. He went through stuff, but nothing really too bad. But in this movie, dude, Peter went through it. And I love that we saw that. Tom Holland, his performance was so great. All the emotional scenes were so good. The fucking scene when Aunt May dies, I was almost crying. And just the scene when he's looking at J. Jonah Jameson on the screen, talking shit about him, even though he's already blaming himself for what happened. And I love the way that they used the Spider-Man. They introduced him with MJ and Ned. And the way that they met Peter was the when and come for him. And they gave him the with great power comes great responsibility. And how the people that they lost in their life, they meant something. How every single one of them had a tragic origin. And that's what made them want to help people. I just thought it was a great scene to like bring all the Spider-Man together, like to bring them all together to talk about personal experiences. The movie was so good. Not in the sense that it's a good movie because it has a lot of faults, but as a Spider-Man fan and just as a comic book fan, it's just a fan service through and through. And worry if it was a good or bad movie. We should expect greatness. We should expect like a good movie, a good story, but this movie was used to please the fans, and there's a bunch of references there. I'm a scientist myself. My back. What other callback was there? Oh, the power of the sun in the palm of my hand. there was a bunch of reference to previous Spider-Man movies, and this was just a movie for the fans. A bunch of reference that fans will get, and it was just so good. Like the cosmetic variety hour said, this is more of an event than a movie like Endgame. Like he didn't give a number score to that, and I haven't given number scores to anything I review. But like you can call this a movie. It's more of an event about the Spider-Man together. It was to close up Tom's trilogy. He's gonna get a new one. It already got announced, but this is just to close up Tom's trilogy, and it was more of an event for the fans and for everybody. So you can't really call a movie. It was more of an experience, and I can't wait to rewatch this movie. I only seen it once in the theater. I can't go to the theater again, so gonna have to wait until like February when they drop the DVD, and I'll buy it and watch it again. I forgot I'm recording this after I was finished recording. I realized that I didn't talk about something. So basically, the whole Homecoming trilogy was an origin story for Spider-Man. I guess it served like to please the fans that criticize the MCU Spider-Man for having too much tech and relying too much on the other Avengers for his movies. They fixed that. They resetted everything. He's a broke college student that has to pay rent now. He's just like the other Spider-Man. What does that mean? And they reset the whole unit means that he's getting a trilogy just like Andrew and Toby did, in which we saw them as teenagers, then we saw them struggle paying for their apartment, we see them struggle balancing working life, relationships, and being a superhero. So I think we're gonna see a lot more of that in the new trilogy. They reset the status quo, and he's gonna have to start from zero. He created a new homemade suit. I'm so fucking happy that he made that suit with. I don't think he's gonna have any tech, probably a little bit because he's super smart. So he's probably gonna have a little bit of tech the next time we see the suit, but it's not gonna be nothing like the Stark suit at all. And I love the way the suit looks. A little bit too shiny, but we'll see. But the next movie, I love that Peter made it, and it's just a bunch of fabric. It's no crazy technology. It's just a pro college student trying to be a superhero. I love it. I freaking love it. Okay, bye guys. I don't know if this touched much to the video.